If I knew that this was going to be the outcome, like, I would have never done something like this, but you don't know when you're in the moment. And like, it was the most, like, it was so, like,
Rihanna has just been exposed for allegedly cutting a deal with Anna Wintour, the queen of fashion herself, and her baby daddy, ASAP Rocky, who, guess what, is now on the Met Gala board committee. Let me tell you, the drama brewing here is like something straight out of a reality TV show. What's the big deal, you ask? Well, Rihanna is allegedly trying to get the Kardashians banned from the 2025 Met Gala, and not just any Kardashian, Kendall Jenner in particular. Yes, you heard that right. Kendall Jenner is allegedly getting the cold shoulder from Rihanna in a major way. So why is Rihanna so hell-bent on humbling the Kardashians? Turns out there's a lot of backstory to this, and Kendall's reaction to the situation might just blow your mind. Here's where it gets wild. Sources say Kendall Jenner is absolutely livid about this whole ban situation. What's more, she's not just upset. She's throwing shade at Rihanna, accusing her of being jealous. But it gets even messier when you hear the full backstory on this infamous feud between Kendall and Rihanna. Buckle up, because you're going to want to hear this. Let's rewind the clock all the way back to 2012, when Kendall Jenner was just a 16-year-old up-and-coming model. Back then, Rihanna was already a huge star, and Kendall was just getting started in the industry. So what happens? Kendall, like any fan, jokes around at one of Rihanna's concerts, saying something along the lines of, "If Rihanna doesn't perform Complicated tomorrow, I'll be so upset." It was a lighthearted moment, just Kendall fangirling over Rihanna. But Rihanna didn't take it that way. In fact, Rihanna clapped back in the most savage way, telling Kendall to go herself. And just like that, the first shot was fired in what would become a long-running feud. Sure, this could have been brushed off as a silly little misunderstanding, but no. This marked the beginning of a bitter rivalry that would only get worse with time. Fast forward to 2015, when things really began to get messy. Kendall Jenner landed a coveted spot in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. But here's the thing. Rumors started swirling that Kendall had used some serious industry connections to push her friend Jordan out of the show to replace her. Rihanna, who had major love for Jordan, wasn't about to sit idly by. She pulled out of the show at the last minute. And guess what? Jordan Dunn was the one who made it public, telling everyone why Rihanna canceled. Jordan tweeted about how good she felt about not performing in the Victoria's Secret show, and how happy she was that Rihanna stood in solidarity with her. Talk about a power move. And this wasn't just a one-off. Rihanna wasn't done with Kendall yet. Let's move to 2018, the infamous Met Gala, where things went from petty to personal. At the event, Kendall Jenner was seen strutting down the red carpet, and guess who was there to witness it? Rihanna. According to sources close to the situation, Rihanna threw some serious shade at Kendall, body-shaming her in front of everyone. Rihanna reportedly turned to Kendall and said, "Good thing I have the curves to pull this outfit off. I would hate to be a stick figure." The stare down that followed was absolutely brutal. Rihanna laughed in Kendall's face and walked away. Ouch. This moment was a full-on body slam, and it's safe to say things weren't getting any better between these two. Fast forward to 2022, right in the middle of Fashion Week. Kendall Jenner was walking the runway when Rihanna and ASAP Rocky were spotted in the crowd, fueling even more tension. The crowd at one of the biggest events of the year watched as both Rihanna and ASAP Rocky gave Kendall Jenner a look of pure disgust. And yes, the cameras caught every moment. Rihanna's unimpressed face was front and center, and social media exploded with memes of the couple throwing major shade at Kendall. It didn't help that the two have a history with Kendall, one that adds fuel to this already fiery situation. Let's rewind a bit. Back in 2016, Kendall and ASAP Rocky were rumored to be more than just friends. The two were spotted together at major events like Coachella, Paris Fashion Week, and countless other hotspots. But guess who wasn't happy about their budding closeness? Rihanna. Sources say Rihanna was not pleased with Kendall's intimacy with ASAP, which only added to the growing tension between the two. Now let's talk about the love triangle, because this is where things really get complicated. Kendall and ASAP were definitely more than just casual friends in 2016. They were inseparable. Whether it was Paris, New York, Miami, or Los Angeles, they were seen together almost everywhere. But their connection wasn't just about Kendall and ASAP. It also involved Rihanna and her deep history with the rapper. Rihanna and ASAP were close friends long before things took a romantic turn, but when ASAP and Kendall started getting cozy, it seemed to cause a rift. Rihanna was reportedly deeply into Rocky, and seeing him with Kendall didn't sit well with her. But wait, there's more to the story. At the time, Kendall was also reportedly seeing Chris Brown, and we all know the turbulent and highly publicized history between Rihanna and Chris. Rihanna felt deeply betrayed by Kendall's involvement with Chris, and as you can imagine, the situation became even more strained. Let's not forget the biggest shade of all. Rihanna purposely excluded Kendall from walking in her highly anticipated Savage X Fenty fashion show, which only added more fuel to the fire. Rihanna had featured her best friends, like Bella Hadid and Gigi Hadid, in the show, but for some reason, Kendall was noticeably absent. Was this just a coincidence? Most people don't think so. Rihanna's team allegedly hinted that the exclusion was a personal decision, stemming from her long-standing issues with Kendall. But that's not all. Rihanna has also been openly critical of Kendall and the entire Kardashian-Jenner family, accusing them of cultural appropriation. Yes, you read that right. Rihanna, who's extremely proud of her Caribbean roots, has expressed major issues with Kendall and her family's handling of cultural elements. Rihanna believes they have often taken aspects of Black culture without fully acknowledging its origins, which has led to a significant amount of tension between the two. Now, the real tea. Rihanna is allegedly using her connections and influence to get the Kardashians banned from the 2025 Met Gala. Rihanna, with her place in the fashion world, has serious sway, and some sources claim that she's been actively working behind the scenes to prevent the Kardashians, particularly Kendall, from being invited to one of the most glamorous events of the year. This move has some people questioning whether this feud is just a personal vendetta, or if Rihanna is trying to make a statement about the Kardashian-Jenner family's impact on fashion and culture. What do you think? Is Rihanna just handling some old grudges, or is there more at play here? Stay tuned as this drama continues to unfold, now has a significant say in who gets invited. And here's where things get interesting. It's rumored that Rihanna has made it crystal clear to ASAP that she doesn't want the Kardashians at the event, especially Kendall Jenner. Now, why would Rihanna go to such lengths to keep them out of one of fashion's biggest nights? Some fans are convinced that Rihanna is just too big to even care about the Kardashians, while others argue that she's simply too real for them. After all, Rihanna is at the top of her game, with a thriving business empire that extends far beyond reality TV drama. She doesn't need the Kardashians, and many believe she's above the petty squabbles of celebrity rivalries. But here's the question. Is Rihanna really trying to have the Kardashians banned from the 2025 Met Gala, or has this rumor gotten way out of hand? And more importantly, is she still bitter about Kendall Jenner, or is this just part of a long-running feud that's been brewing for years? Let's break it down. Rihanna has every right to feel some type of way about the Kardashian-Jenner clan, especially considering how they've rubbed her the wrong way over the years. There's the love triangle with A$AP Rocky, where she reportedly wasn't happy about Kendall's closeness with him. And then there's the long-standing issue of cultural appropriation. Rihanna has publicly criticized the Kardashians for what she perceives as their tendency to appropriate Black culture without acknowledging its origins. Given all of this, it's easy to understand why Rihanna might not be thrilled about the Kardashians attending such a high-profile event like the Met Gala. At the same time, Rihanna is no stranger to the pressures of fame, and she's a grown woman with an empire to build. She's focused on her Fenty brand, her music, and raising her family, not on being consumed by celebrity feuds. So, could she really care enough about the Kardashians to use her influence and connections to ruin their dreams of a Met Gala invite? After all, Rihanna's in a position where she doesn't need to stoop to petty drama to make a statement. Now let's talk about Kendall. Word on the street is that Kendall has been throwing some serious shade at Rihanna, accusing her of being jealous over her relationship with A$AP Rocky. But is this really a case of Kendall being Kendall, someone who's used to getting what she wants, or is there more to it? Could this just be a case of someone who's been caught in the middle of a drama-filled situation and is using their platform to speak out? Kendall's history with Rihanna has been rocky, to say the least, so it's no surprise that things have escalated over time. So, what do you think? Is Rihanna really trying to ban the Kardashians from the Met Gala? Or is this all just speculation run wild? And do you think Rihanna's still upset with Kendall? Or has she moved on from that years-old drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's see where this feud goes next.